obviously the extremists have been in a position where they have directly or indirectly used threats, either via social media or physical presence. How has that actually affected you as a person, your psyche, your very being? Because people need to understand that there are real things that actually happen to real people in real life when there are such threats upon them. So from your perspective, what are your fears? What is it that affected you? Deep down in your heart, you sit down and you say to yourself, what is going on? Well, in that case, please tell us, what is it that you felt?
Yeah, so I personally, for the past few weeks, have actually been waking up with something that feels like a hole in my heart, just in sheer disbelief at the fact that, this has come to the extent where mandirs across the UK have been targeted, Hindus indiscriminately with Hindus' names have been the subject of false allegations and tropes that are just based in falsehoods. And it seems here that these falsehoods are prevailing over the truth. And the truth and righteousness is something that I personally hold very close to my heart. And I think in terms of, how it's affecting and continuing to affect myself and others, speaking on behalf of others that I have spoken to, I think people feel like they are being maligned simply for existing on one level, but then also for being vocal. So they're being vocal to express their identity, to defend their freedom to express their identity. And merely for doing this, they are feeling threatened. On social media, one of the pages has shared a post documenting rape threats that Hindus have received. Hindu girls with Hindu names, so purely based on the fact that they have Hindu names, they have received rape threats and conversion threats. There have been threats of cleansing. There have been threats likening the situation in Leicester to a call for action similar to what happened in Kashmir. There have been threats of violence. There's been abusive language used. There's been our beliefs that have been mocked. For example, Hindu beliefs in reincarnation, and the fact that many Hindus are vegetarian based upon their beliefs in ahimsa, for example. So, these have been mocked by speakers with large followings and publicly. And I just feel terrified and shocked that this has been allowed to continue, and there appears to have been no direct recognition or addressing of these, what I would call anti-Hindu sentiments and Hindu-phobic attacks.
Okay. Before I hand over to Satishji, just one thing as terms of feedback straight away for you, speaker one, so that you're not alone. I've just literally, whilst we were actually online, had a message from my connections in Birmingham, and they just sent messages saying they are absolutely proud of you, speaker one, for actually telling the truth as it is, and they concur with their experience of what actually took place in Birmingham as well. So I think you speak not just for yourself, but you actually speak for the oppressed, the people, the victims, and I think you put that very nicely.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.